referring to as the progenitor of people who are classified as white or Caucasian. But through albinism, a lighter-skinned version was created. Look at the similarities between the two. Notice the same hair texture, skull similarities, and facial features. The only difference is the color of their skin and eyes, which goes back to the term oculocutaneous. Look at the similarities of this man on the left with extremely dark skin and the lighter skinned man on the right. Again, it's the same extremely straight hair, skull similarities, same nose and lip size. The only difference is the color of their skin and eyes, which goes back to the term oculocutaneous. The same applies to this example. And this example as well. Look at the similarities of the girl on the left with extremely dark skin and the girl on the right with extremely light skin. Once again, it's the same extremely straight hair, skull similarities, same nose and lip size. Once again, the only difference is the color of their skin and eyes, which goes back to the term oculocutaneous. Again, the difference between people with oculocutaneous type 1 albinism and people with oculocutaneous type 2 albinism is that people with type 2 have the ability to tan slightly. For example, look closely at the two people side by side. The person on the right has oculocutaneous type 1 albinism, where the skin is almost white and close to being translucent. The person on the left is slightly darker and would fall under oculocutaneous type 2 albinism. As a result, the evolution of skin color becomes clear.
If you look at, say, a common variant that occurs in Europeans, how long ago did the mutation that created that variation occur? And oftentimes it's over 200,000 years ago. And so when you look at it in that light, well, if the variants in Europeans are so old, then they had to have arisen when that European population was actually in Africa.
Like other founder groups, this small population carrying this particular genetic